Have you ever imagined a treasure so massive it could reshape the entire global economy? We are talking about pure gold, priceless artifacts, and gems valued at over $200 billion. This isn't a myth, it is a fact etched into the pages of history. In 70 AD, the Roman army seized a monumental fortune from the sacred site known as Bayt al-Maqdis to Muslims and the Temple of Jerusalem to Christians and Jews. Where this treasure vanished remains a mystery that continues to baffle both science and history to this day. Evidence of this treasure isn't just found in ancient books, it is literally carved in stone. The famous Arch of Titus in Rome stands as a silent witness to this event. It clearly depicts Roman soldiers carrying away the sacred golden lamps and silver trumpets. It was the greatest hoard of wealth the world had ever seen. Yet shortly after reaching Rome, this treasure vanished without a trace, sending shockwaves through the corridors of history. Where is that gold today? Did it sink into the depths of the Mediterranean Sea? Or is it hidden within the secret vaults of the Vatican? Or perhaps it still lies safely tucked away in the deep, undiscovered tunnels beneath Bayt al-Maqdis and the Temple of Jerusalem. Bridging faith, history, and modern science, Neutrix Vision invites you to join us as we unravel the world's greatest unsolved mystery. The origin of this architectural marvel dates back to Prophet Sulaiman, also known as King Solomon, one of history's most legendary rulers. This site, revered by Muslims as Bayt al-Maqdis and by Christians and Jews as the Temple of Jerusalem, was far more than just a building. For Muslims, it served as the first Qibla, the original direction of prayer. Historical records testify that during the reign of Prophet Sulaiman, who was gifted with the power to command the forces of nature and living creatures, the grandeur of this place was beyond anything human imagination could conceive. This sacred land, where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, arrived during his miraculous night journey and ascension, known as Isra and Miraj, holds profound significance in Christianity as well. It was in these surroundings that Jesus Christ spent his childhood and engaged in discourse with scholars. For the Jewish community, this was their holiest sanctuary. Every inch of this structure was crafted using the most precious gold, silver, and gemstones gathered from across the known world. Mentioned with reverence in the Holy Quran, the Bible, and the Torah, the construction of this sacred center holds secrets that modern science still cannot fully explain. The precision with which massive stones weighing several tons were stacked, along with the sheer volume of gold present at the time, continues to astonish modern historians. Within the innermost chambers of this complex, which includes the blessed Masjid al-Aqsa, the sacred artifacts kept there were considered not just treasures, but objects of immense spiritual power. Though attacked multiple times after the era of King Solomon, the treasures were either protected or rebuilt each time. Bayt al-Maqdis, or the Temple of Jerusalem, evolved from a house of prayer into the cultural and economic heart of the ancient world. Because such a vast concentration of gold existed in one place, the eyes of rival empires were always fixed on this holy land. It was the Roman army that eventually carried out the final and most devastating pillage of this legendary golden hoard. The events that unfolded in Jerusalem in 70 AD remain among the most brutal conflicts in human history. Under the command of Titus, the son of Roman Emperor Vespasian, a massive army of hundreds of thousands laid siege to Bayt al-Maqdis, the Temple of Jerusalem. After months of a grueling blockade, the Roman legions breached the city walls and surged inside. As the sacred sanctuary, a beacon of tradition for thousands of years, was set ablaze by the enemy, the Holy Land bore witness to the scale of plundering the world had never seen before. Roman soldiers forcibly seized the vast quantities of gold and silver stored within the sacred chambers. According to the accounts of the historian Flavius Josephus, amidst scenes of absolute devastation, soldiers even tore down the walls to scrape away melted gold. They carried off the sacred seven-branched golden lampstand known as the menorah, the table of the showbread, and the golden trumpets. These were not just physical riches, they were the spiritual heart and soul of three major faiths being hauled away to a foreign land. This assault did more than just reduce the temple to ruins. It scattered the world's greatest hoard of wealth in a single day. The volume of gold looted was so immense that, according to historical records, the price of gold in the markets of Syria and Rome plummeted by nearly half following the event. What vanished through this massive pillage, verified by both history and scholarship, was not just gold, but a sacred heritage that had been protected since the glorious era of King Solomon. Upon returning to Rome with the massive hoard from Jerusalem, Prince Titus was greeted with a spectacular victory celebration. The gold and sacred artifacts seized from Bayt al-Maqdis, also known as the Temple of Jerusalem, were paraded through the streets of Rome. To commemorate this historic moment, the Arch of Titus was constructed. Even today, we can see the carvings of soldiers carrying those sacred golden lamps on their shoulders. These holy objects, revered by Muslims, Christians, and Jews alike, were then placed under heavy guard in Rome's Grand Temple of Peace. For years, those treasures remained there as symbols of the Roman Empire's absolute power and wealth. However, as time passed, the empire began to weaken. In the 4th and 5th centuries, Germanic tribes swept down from the north and attacked Rome. During these invasions, the Temple of Peace was destroyed, and the great treasure of Bayt al-Maqdis changed hands once again. Some historical records suggest that this gold was taken to Carthage in North Africa and later to Constantinople, but the definitive trail of evidence ends there. This is where the question that shocks the world arises. Where did that treasure, valued at over $200 billion, finally go? Did those who plundered Rome divide it among themselves, or did someone move it to a secure, secret location? A large segment of historians believes that these treasures were never fully destroyed. Instead, they may still be waiting in subterranean vaults that the world has yet to discover. Scientific clues that might help unravel this mystery were later found in caves along the coastline. In 1952, a mysterious artifact discovered in the Qumran caves near the Dead Sea sent shockwaves through the worlds of history and science. Known as the Copper Scroll, this find was unlike any other ancient manuscript. It didn't contain stories or religious laws. Instead, it was a precise inventory of 64 locations where the vast treasures of Bayt al-Maqdis, or the Temple of Jerusalem, were hidden. Etched into pure copper, scientists consider this list to be the most significant ancient treasure map ever discovered. The quantities described in this copper scroll are staggering. It testifies that tons of gold ingots, silver ornaments, and sacred vessels were hidden across various parts of Jerusalem and its surrounding areas. This discovery suggests that a massive portion of the sacred treasure may have been moved into subterranean vaults by believers long before the Roman army breached the city. Today, this scroll, kept under high security in a museum in Israel, stands as the strongest scientific evidence that the $200 billion treasure is no mere legend. However, locating the sites mentioned in this list is a monumental challenge in the modern era. Descriptions such as 3 cubits below the entrance of the second vault are incredibly difficult to interpret thousands of years later. Nevertheless, following the clues of the Copper Scroll, modern archaeologists continue their search using advanced technology. The path to that sacred treasure, for which Muslims, Christians, and Jews alike wait, may still lie hidden within the codes of this ancient copper manuscript. Expeditions conducted beneath the old city of Jerusalem using modern technology have revealed staggering information. Through ground-penetrating radar surveys, scientists have discovered a network of mysterious tunnels and secret vaults stretching for kilometers beneath Bayt al-Maqdis, or the Temple of Jerusalem. Many of these chambers, built so securely that even the Roman army could not find them, remain unopened to this day. Researchers believe that within these tunnels, untouched for thousands of years, the $200 billion treasure may still lie safely preserved. Excavating in this land, held sacred by Muslims, Christians, and Jews alike, presents immense political and religious challenges. Nevertheless, certain secret gateways discovered by archaeologists point toward a vast subterranean world. These hidden vaults, constructed during the era of Prophet Solomon, King Solomon, were specifically designed to protect sacred objects from enemies. There are strong indications that during each historical invasion, priests and believers moved the golden lamps and other holy treasures into these very caves for safekeeping. This is where history, faith, and science converge. References to these enigmatic tunnels exist within the secret libraries of the Vatican and ancient Arabic manuscripts. According to historical records analyzed by Neutrix vision, knowledge of the treasure within these tunnels persisted among a select few until a certain period. However, subsequent major earthquakes and wars eventually buried these secret passages deep underground. Today, experiments using cutting-edge robots and sensors are underway to recover this treasure, which nature has hidden away from the world's reach. Even after thousands of years, the golden treasure of Bayt al-Maqdis, or the Temple of Jerusalem, remains a profound mystery to the world. Did the Roman emperors lose it? Does it rest today within the deep vaults of the Vatican, or is it still safely tucked away in the buried tunnels of Jerusalem? The question of where this $200 billion fortune lies is not merely about money. It is about the disappearance of a spiritual history cherished by Muslims, Christians, and Jews alike. No matter how much science advances, nature continues to guard its secrets. Will this treasure ever be found? Many believe these sacred objects will only see the light of day when the world witnesses another monumental shift. While every new archaeological discovery brings us closer to that golden era, the final destination remains elusive. The location of this treasure lies at a point where history, faith, and science all seem to falter. Uncovering these relics, which echo the grandeur of Prophet Solomon, King Solomon, would perhaps be the greatest event in human history. Are you ready to explore more of such fascinating historical insights? Where do you think this treasure might be hidden? Share your opinions in the comments below. To learn more about historical mysteries and scientific truths like those of Bayt al-Maqdis and the Temple of Jerusalem, don't forget to subscribe to Neutrix Vision. We will see you in the next video with another amazing historical journey. Thank you.